At 6, 2011 was a record-breaking year for drug deaths and overdoses in our area. Many say heroin is at the heart of this startling fact.
Some are turning to another illegal drug called ibogaine to break their addiction. NBC 15's Barkley Pollock followed a local man as he sought out this so-called miracle drug.
Earlier this year, I introduced you to two men who claim they took ibogaine and almost overnight were cured. Now we follow a Dane County man as he attempts to do the same.
I would get so high, I would literally be, borderline alive or dead. So I've nodded off, and it's been 8 or 16 hours. I've lost days.
Michael Park's love affair with drugs and alcohol started at a young age.
I liked it. It was kind of a relaxation. It was an escape.
A few years later, he dislocated his hip in a car accident and was prescribed pain pills.
There was an instant attraction with that.
This started the 30-year-old's opiate addiction. At first, he only used on the weekends, but weekends turned into weekdays. And soon, Michael couldn't afford his addiction.
How much of your income were you spending on prescription pain pills?
Realistically, probably 60% to 120%.
With his pain pill addiction spiraling out of control, Michael turned to heroin.
Instantly, it was stronger. You could get high 5 times for the same price you'd spend on a pill.
Cheaper and more potent, Michael's heroin addiction was born.
How frequently were you using heroin?
Daily.
Daily.
I don't think there's any other way to use it. In a short time frame, you're going to go from once in a while to daily.
Michael was shooting up 10 times a day. The video you're looking at was captured by his brother while Michael was high. He lost his job and sold most of his belongings for far less than they were worth, all to feed his habit. When he didn't have anything left to sell, he wrote bad checks. Eventually, he got in trouble with the law, and nearly all of his relationships deteriorated.
It's really taken a toll on our whole family.
One relationship has stayed relatively intact. Michael's mother, Lisa, has been with him every step of the way through all 7 of his attempts to get clean and his 3 overdoses.
It's scary because when he's out on the streets and we don't know where he's at, every time the phone rings, you think it's going to be an accident of some kind.
In October of 2011, Michael talked to his parents about ibogaine. It comes from a plant in Africa, and according to advocates, it can cure opiate addiction overnight. Illegal in the United States, Michael would have to go to Mexico for treatment. At first, Lisa was skeptical, treating an illegal drug with another illegal drug. The price didn't sway her either. $10,000 for a 1-week stay at a clinic. But after another year of dealing with Michael's addiction, she feels they're out of options.
And he's at a point where he can't function. So if the ibogaine doesn't work, I don't really know what my answer is going to be.
2 days after we spoke to Michael, he got on a plane and went to Baja, California, Mexico for treatment. Coming up tonight on NBC 15 News at 10, we'll hear from the man who claims he can heal people from the inside out. Then we'll visit with Michael after his return to see if he's really cured. Again, we'll have that coming up on NBC 15 News at 10.
Heroin cure now at 10. One man claims he's helped dozens kick their potentially deadly habits using another illegal drug. At 6, we told you about Michael Parks, a heroin addict from Cottage Grove who's trying to save his life.
In the last few years, Michael has been in and out of 7 rehab programs and overdosed 3 times. Now, Michael and his mother have turned to ibogaine, a drug that comes from a plant in Africa, is illegal in the United States, but advocates claim can cure his addiction in a matter of hours.
New at 10, NBC 15's Barkley Pollock says there's a man who claims he can wipe out heroin addiction with a single pill. But the question is, will it cure Michael?
I don't want to just treat people. I'm not a drug dealer. People come in.
Johnny Tabai, a recovering addict, runs an ibogaine clinic in Baja, California, Mexico. Tabai, fed up with Western medicine, received an ibogaine treatment in 2007. Since then, he claims he's helped almost 80 people kick their addiction to heroin and other substances. He also claims to have an astonishing 90% success rate.
I really heal people here from the inside out.
We spoke to the 39-year-old Tobai via Skype while Michael was in his care. He says a 7 to 10 day stay at his clinic will run you about 10 grand. Longer stays are available, but cost extra. A team of doctors and nurses look after his patients. Once his doctors finish administering the Ibogaine treatment, they go to Tobai and he helps cleanse their body.
My job is, as a healer, is to teach people how to reconnect with their soul.
During the interview with Tobai, Michael was off camera, just a few feet away. I did not speak with him, but Tobai assured us his treatment worked, and it worked well.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely magical. It's miraculous.
I did receive instant relief.
Michael, clean for almost 2 weeks in this interview, says after just 15 minutes, he felt relief. However, his journey with Ibogaine was just getting started. Over the next several hours, Michael would drift in and out of consciousness and hallucinate.
The hallucination is pretty powerful. It's more like a dream that you can see in third person.
Michael claims he saw his addiction through the eyes of his friends and family. He now knew the pain that he'd caused. When it was all over, Michael came to. Weak and groggy, he had a newfound appreciation for his friends and family. He also claims he had no addiction. Are you acting? Are you trying to pull our leg? Are you
No.
joshing us?
Johnny's clinic is the real deal.
What did you think would come first, this or death?
Death. Most definitely. That's a horrible thing.
Lisa, Michael's mother, who'd taken out a second mortgage on her home for Michael's many treatments, believes he is cured. She says the sparkle in his eyes is back.
I never thought I'd see this day, that he would be healed.
More positive and with a better outlook, Michael spends his days eating right and doing something he seldom did in the past.
Catch you later.
Exercising. Now he feels like the sky's the limit, even though he doesn't believe everyone's sold on his transformation.
Everybody's nervous. Everybody's waiting because they've seen me go through traditional treatments and it works for a little while and then it doesn't work.
Now I want to heal the world, one person at a time.